And welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. Oh my God, what's the price? What's the price, Crypto Hulk? Why is XRP price going down? That's going to be the normie question of the day. Why is the XRP price going down? Oh, I'm sorry. It's only supposed to go up. Like it never goes down at all. It's only supposed to go up. That's how investing works. You don't know that? Like once you get into something, see, you want it as low as possible, and then you get in, and then right when you join, you expect it to go to like $10,000, don't you? It never go down at all. Very interesting. Kind of like how a 3-year-old thinks about life. Everything revolves around the 3-year-old, right? Is that how life works? Oh. So let's take a little look. So I told you already, when XRP hits 50 cents or less or whatever, I'll probably go in and dump about 3 grand. I'm actually looking for another buying opportunity with XRP. And we'll get into that a little bit. So brand new people, if you understand, when you understand where all this goes in the end, like look, between now and the end game, I don't know what happens. Okay. I know that you're not supposed to be in XRP. I know that. I know XRP is designed for banks, institutions, governments, not you. So just the mere fact that you discovered XRP, you're lucky because not for you. It's a bridge asset, okay? Now, it used to be on the internet. When you went to Google, before Google started censoring everything, you could type in XRP, and I took a screenshot of it. But the definition now is different. Google actually would describe it like the Google AI would call it a bridge currency and all these things. I'll look for it one day. I'm not too concerned about finding it. But yeah, Google knows what it is. It just, Google right now is going through a lawsuit, a monopoly lawsuit, because what Google got accused of, I'm not saying they're doing it, but Google was accused of the United States Department of Justice is steering Google searches a certain way, controlling the narrative. That's what the lawsuit's about. So Google's going to have to break up Chrome and all the alleged monopoly behavior. But okay then. Let's see who are the first 5 here. Let's go into IBEW Dan is 1. Jersey Kathy came up. Oh, no, Valley Joe is number 2 right here. Jersey Kathy, TK, Mr. OG, and Michelle got the number 6 spot. Oh, damn. Bob Jones. Bob, welcome to the entry-level membership channel program. And I'm just looking through some comments here before I start the show. See, when you look at a crypto program like mine, and we look at just fundamental news, what crypto, who made it, how's it working, who are they implementing with, what's the purpose of this crypto? In the global scheme of things, what's the purpose of this crypto? These are the questions I like to ask, or at least kind of find out sometimes. I like cryptocurrencies that have a purpose that's going to change the world in some way. Those are the cryptos that I look at personally. Price doesn't matter at this point because we don't have a crypto market. There is no crypto market. There is no crypto market right now. It's a free-for-all. There's no crypto laws. The government can't tell you to buy or sell or tax or nothing. It's all an illusion. I've gone over all this. I've shown the evidence. Just did a show on it. So whatever prices there are now for crypto, none of this stuff matters. Like I said, I don't care if XRP goes to $100 tomorrow, because a few days later it's going back down to 50 cents or whatever. See, prices don't matter. I look at fundamental news. When I see a drop in the price, I'm like, oh damn, now I can get more. Like right now, I haven't been buying XRP. Now, if it drops to 50 cents, I'm gonna start loading up. Okay. Just the opposite of what most people will do, because they don't watch fundamental news channels like mine. All we do is look at facts. When I see certain cryptos making relationships with banks, governments, I look at that crypto like, oh damn, I want to get it. Now that XRP used to be up at $2.80, and now it's getting there too. Hey, I'm gonna let it ride down to 150, $1.50. The lower it goes, then I'm more likely I'm gonna start buying it again. That's just how I do stuff. I look at fundamental news. I don't care about price. Price means to me, too high of a price, I don't buy. Low price, I buy. That's how my brain works. And I know I'm gonna have the people all today and tomorrow. Oh, the price is down. Oh, I'm just like, fuck. Can we stop talking about price? Because that's just so misleading. I almost have to ignore people that talk about price. And it's fun to see prices go up and back down. It's fun. But when you, and I don't sell, so I'm not taking profits and getting back in. I can wait. I don't want to see when you start buying and selling, you start showing off your wallet to the government agencies, right? Oh, shit, yeah. So, yeah, my wallet's been hibernated for 4.5 years. And hopefully records get lost or whatever it might be. And if not, whatever, it's fine. If anything, it shows that I'm not buying and selling. So, all right. Let's go with the first article for today. The Chinese. The Chinese have been hacking United States telecom, cell phones, communications. This story I tried to put on Twitter. I had to redo my short video a couple times. Twitter was censoring out this story. I was shocked. I'm like, well, YouTube's letting it play. That's weird. Facebook's letting it play, or Instagram, or different. But Twitter, oh no, they were censoring. I had to like redo my video 2 to 3 times just to try to get it to play on Twitter. So this is very important. This must be important if Twitter's blocking it. Go ahead and look at what the article is here. Let me click out of. Now it's called the Chinese Salt, and I won't say typhoon. Hackers infiltrate the 9th telecommunications company. The government won't say what companies were hacked, everybody. It could be Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T. We know it's AT&T's one. Just to let you know, the government is not mentioning what telecoms have been hacked. You see this? That's very concerning. The Chinese are hacking. They're getting into your cell phone. They're recording conversations. They're recording texts. I want you to see what's going on. This is why we need a Hedera hash graph to come in and help us with a quantum hack. But this is what I'm talking about. They're breaking into all the cell service. They're going to be blackmailing some people. That's what the article said. They're going to collect your data, any kind of medical history you have. They've been breaking into medical and psychological databases, the Chinese hackers, and they're taking our information. And if maybe you have something that's private, maybe your child has some kind of private Medical information. Maybe your child is carrying a certain kind of cancer that's dormant. And you don't want the life insurance companies to know, or whatever, or anybody to know, or whatever it might be. Maybe they got photos of you with some farm animals and a midget and a broomstick. And that party you drank way too much, and actually you don't even remember the shit that happened. But you had to walk around kind of funny for the next 2 to 3 days because you had some pain somewhere, right? You couldn't even remember your last name that night, okay? What we got going on is this could lead up to your wallets, your crypto wallets being hacked. Just thought I'd put that out there. Let's continue. December 28th, Chinese hackers called the Salt Typhoon have infiltrated a ninth telecommunications firm, gaining access to information about millions of people. Oh, man. What if you're in a public position and some very embarrassing information came out? Oh, man. Like I said, with the party, the small farm animals, a midget, and a broomstick, and maybe some lipstick, okay? As we look at China's compromise of now 9 telecom companies, the first step is creating a defensible infrastructure. Oh, what is this, Crypto Hulk? They're talking about we need to have some kind of an infrastructure to defend against hacking. Well, what might that be? Crypto Hulk, I think you're right about this black swan. It's going to be like a quantum hack. Duh. Okay, what have I been saying for 4.5 fucking years? The hackers, here we go. Oh shit, this is a shit moment. The hackers can geolocate millions of people in the United States. Oh, damn. The hackers can listen to your phone conversations. Oh, maybe you have some kind of naughty little relationships going on there with your phone, don't you? Oh, you've been quite naughty. They can listen to your conversations and record them whenever they like. The hackers can record your conversations. Oh, man, are you in trouble? Among the victims are President-elect Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. I'm telling you, he goes all the way up to the president. Oh, man. Starting to think we need quantum-proof hacking, huh? For those of you that have hardware wallets, you should probably start getting a little worried right now. Nuremberger did not name the 9 telecommunication firms. Of course not. Because then you'd be scared to death if some hackers had all those photos and videos you've been taking with your little thing. Some of you guys out there taking pictures of little Petey, sending it off to your boyfriends. We wouldn't leave our homes, our offices unlocked, she said, yet the private companies owning and operating our critical infrastructure often do not have the basic cybersecurity practices in place. I'm telling you what, these companies that hold our information, they don't have good cybersecurity at all. They don't care. If you get hacked, oh well, that's their belief. They're not going to spend millions. They're going to pay their shareholders millions, not protect you. She said companies need better management of configuration, better vulnerability management of networks. Okay. However, we know that voluntary cybersecurity practices are inadequate to protect against who? China, Russia, and Iran. Oh man. Now this this makes me wonder something. Crypto Hulk isn't now Ripple's an American company, right? Crypto Hulk, yeah. So why do we have um why do we have China? We're going to talk about your crypto wallets and why we need to have Caleb and Brown, and especially when it gets to fire blocks, because you have all the banks in the world. They're going to need some help. Now, one thing I do know is that to be resistant is better. It's better to have something that's resistant than just this. I have my crypto, half my crypto in a hardware wallet. I do. I'm going to keep it there. And I'm going to put another half in fire blocks. Okay. Through Caleb and Brown. And then we have to hope for the best. Rather than just keep my crypto in a hardware wallet, I'm going to do both. That way, if my wallet's hacked, because look, if all these banks, if all they had to do was just buy these little $50, $100 things, wouldn't they just do that already? Yeah, they would, wouldn't they? So, can I send Caleb and Brown my hardware wallet address? What would happen? No. Well, you could. You would just find out when you sign up with Caleb and Brown, they have a hardware wallet. Well, they have an address you could send it to in Fireblocks. So contact them and coordinate with them. But yeah, you can send it to them. I got friends that are going to do that. So we're looking here about this Chinese, Russian, and Iranian hacks. And it's interesting how we have something here called Ripple China. And no other, I mean, let's think about this. If crypto, if the Chinese were so bad and all this hacking from the Chinese, why did Ripple? I have a question. Maybe you could ask David Schwartz this and Brad Garlinghouse. Why is it that in 2013, Ripple hooked up China with the CNY? So look right here. The whole video is about China, but go to the 39-second mark. 39-second mark, okay? We're reading an article on how bad China is and their hacking and stuff. Okay. Let's assume all that's true. All right. Then let's assume this is true also. Ripple China, 2013. Now, can you explain that to me? Anybody at Ripple? See, I don't listen to what David Schwartz says, okay? Because I don't listen to Brad Garlinghouse. I've already told you, these people are the government. These people are working for like the top 3 to 5 richest families in the world. I've already exposed to you how Ripple is a government contractor, subcontractor. Like, what services is Ripple providing? Are they selling hamburgers and hot dogs in the lunchroom? Probably not. Is Ripple, like, what services? Ripple's a money service business. The government already explained all this. They're a money service business, and Ripple, the company, has software to help facilitate this. What is Ripple contracting for the government? Does anybody know? Does David Schwartz talk about this, or Brad Garlinghouse, that they're government contractors? No. Who brought that up? This guy with evidence. It was on their website. When you go to apply for Ripple to get a job, it says Ripple, but they took that off after I showed everybody. You know that? No other channel was showing that except me. I was just kind of curious if maybe David Schwartz could explain how much involvement did he have in China getting Ripple on and off ramps and stuff, and how much did David Schwartz help to get the Chinese yuan? That's a CBDC, by the way. I'm just wondering how much did David Schwartz have to help in that, and if he could comment on that whole project and why they hooked up the communist country of China with a brand new payments platform that could circumvent the dollar. I'm just kind of curious on how he never went to jail for that. Next, we have Russia, same thing. I have a Russian article here. Go to the 29-second mark when I send it. No other channel has this evidence. But David Schwartz said this. But David Schwartz said that. Well, now let's find out why David Schwartz hooked up a communist country. Just curious, and how he doesn't get in trouble. Oh, he must be working for the government. Oh, so he's working for the government. Doing what? Is Ripple part of this whole plan? So here we got Ripple Russia. Go to the 29-second mark. Maybe somebody at Ripple can explain this to all of us. Why did Ripple hook up Russia with a cryptocurrency system? They were using Z payment, which is a crypto system Russia's been using since 2007. No other channel has this evidence either. Why did, in 2014, Ripple give Russia on and off ramps and call it Ripple Russia and use the logo and stuff? David Schwartz, can you help us explain that? Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, can any of you tell us who at Ripple was involved? Why are they using the Ripple logo and all this? Like Ripple China, really? Why is Ripple and Russia using the logos and having on and off ramps to the XR? Can anybody explain that to Crypto Hulk? Because nobody's found this evidence except me. So what are these other channels doing? Are they really digging into news, or are they just reading off teleprompters, or are they just picking the top, this story, that story? Okay, I'll throw it together. I'll make a 5-minute show. Is that all what we're doing nowadays with crypto channels? No one does any research? On crypto channels, all we do now is just show charts and talk about Fibonacci's. Is that what we do now? Ripple China and Ripple Russia doesn't matter? No, that's okay. That's just treasonous behavior. But when nobody's going to, I'm not going to question that. I just want to know what the charts say. Maybe we start having a crypto soap opera, right? 30-minute soap operas, and we can watch all the fabulously rich people at the Ripple Las Vegas and how their lives are, how they get out of the Ripple Las Vegas and they drive back to the hotel in a Toyota Prius. All right, got it. I see where we're at nowadays. Jonathan Evans, member for 26 months. Oh, man, you're a veteran there, buddy. 2024 crypto explosion level. Michelle Wilk, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Paul, now here's that name again. Paul Ambertsmian. Paul A. Paulie. We call you Paulie. Hey, Paulie. Yo, Paulie. Thanks for the 5 donations there, buddy. Crypto Hulk, you are like butchering people's names and just destroying accents. Hey, forget about it. Hardcore Deep Diver got a membership from Paul A, not Paulie. We do have another Paulie. And if you come over, we can have some coffee and talk, okay? Peaceful Star got a membership from Paul A. Matt Lebelt got a membership from Paul A. Jay Shay Eshen. Are you Chinese? No, just kidding. Just kidding. I need you to hack into a bank and give me some money, if you are. Because the Chinese know how to hack. So always make friends with the Chinese so they can hack into somewhere and help give you a good paycheck increase. Can you hack into Elon Musk's bank account and throw me a couple mil? I'm sure he won't know, him or Mark Zuckerberg. You can steal $1 million out of one of those guys' bank accounts and they never notice $1 million. They wouldn't. It'd be like for me and you, like $5 or $10. You know, you could steal $10 out of my account and I wouldn't notice. Well, okay, never mind. That's why I'm sitting in front of the floor, on the floor in front of this couch. So I got millions. S. Harib 1, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Appreciate that there, buddy. Moto J 81 says, Matt K, welcome. Best channel to understand crypto fundamentals. Yes. Congratulations to those who got memberships, says Paul. Yeah, Ripple donated to the president, Trump, gave him $5 million. They set a record. No other company's done that much. Just saying. So let's look here again. So we got Ripple Russia. And that'll be the end of that article. Real quickly, now to mention our channel sponsor, it's Caleb and Brown. They're a crypto broker. They buy and sell crypto. That's all they do. They don't hold it. They don't hold it. Fireblocks does that. Fireblocks so far is the most protected place to put your crypto. That's why I use Caleb and Brown. Nothing right now is 100%. So what we have to do is this, figure out, okay, until there's quantum resistant wallets and these kinds of things, there's pros and cons of doing all this yourself. The pro of having a Caleb and Brown is one, you got Fireblocks. So if BNY Mellon, America's oldest bank, since 1780 something, the bank is still around. They protect their value with Fireblocks. 1,800 banks around the world protect their value with Fireblocks. There's a technology in Fireblocks that's very, very good. I'm not saying it's the best at preventing anything. Nothing is yet. As technology advances, then we have to advance other things. I like the fact that I'm on an exchange. I'm ready to go. If I need to buy, sell, boom, I'm right there, right? If you've got a wallet and you don't have an account, okay, these other exchanges, because I don't want to say other, because Caleb Brown is not an exchange, it's a brokerage for crypto. But these exchanges that are all around, they'll shut them down for certain things. Okay, when they feel, oh, we're gonna pause trading on, and they shut it. Caleb Brown doesn't do that because they don't have an exchange. See, these exchanges, what they'll do is lend out your crypto to somebody else. So when you go to cash in, they may not have it. So what are they going to do? Shut the exchange down, let's say for XRP or whatever, XLM. XLM goes on a bull run. Everybody wants to sell off. XLM goes from 30 cents or 50 cents up to $100. That exchange doesn't have your money. So what do? Oh shit, they shut it off and claim, yeah, there's too much hype going on. Meanwhile, they're trying to figure out, oh, fuck, we need to come up with $100 million. We don't got it. Let's shut down. See how the exchanges do that? What Caleb and Brown does is they look for places to buy for you. And they find the cheapest price. And then when they go to sell your crypto, which is in Fireblocks, they look for the highest bidder to sell off your stuff, okay? Caleb Brown doesn't have a liquidity problem because they only buy and sell from people. They don't store it. The problem comes in when an exchange that also holds your crypto is leasing it out, making money off you. That's called fractional reserve lending. That's what banks do. That's why banks have no more money, is because the money is supposed to be in the vault is lent out. They lend it out. And if a lot of people get wrecked, well, that bank doesn't have the money to pay you back. That's how it works. So Caleb Brown is not an exchange. It's not a bank. It's a broker. I keep telling you, all they do is buy and then they sell. That's it. Fireblocks holds for 1,800 banks. There's a reason why there's Fireblocks. There's a reason why Fireblocks just doesn't buy this and DIY. Do it yourself, right? It's stronger. So go ahead and check out the link to my show for Caleb and Brown in every description, every video I make. Look in the description section, and at the beginning of every top chat, you'll see Caleb and Brown. I'm putting about half my stuff in there. And now once I hit the the 50-50 limit, so what I did was this. 4.5 years ago, I bought crypto. I took a loan. 4.5 years ago, I didn't have any money to buy crypto. So I took 2 months worth of pay, got a loan. I got a loan for 2 months worth of pay, bought all my crypto, put it into a hardware wallet immediately. But I didn't buy any more than 2 months worth of pay. I didn't mortgage the house, take out a loan for 10, 20 grand or whatever, because I'm concerned about a quantum computer hack and AI. Now, with the article we're just reading about the Chinese hacking into all of our telecommunications, what if you were dumb and took a snapshot of your keys? Oh, shit. Now Fu Manchu's made a fool of you, okay? The Chinese hackers are going through the Chinese have got AI. This is my opinion. The Chinese have hacked a lot of American shit. All your emails, phone messages, your photos, those kind of photos you and your little hoochie are sending back to each other. Little side chick or whatever you guys call them. They got all these pictures. If you have your keys, I'll tell you what, holy shit. If you took pictures of any kind of your crypto shit, get another hardware wallet and send it to the other one. Yeah, get rid of the photo and shit, and get a new hardware wallet and reload your shit onto a different wallet with brand new keys, okay? Because just because they haven't taken your crypto now, that's okay. What they're going to do is wait for XRP to hit like a $10,000. Then they're going to sell your shit, tornado cash it, send it to 2 or 3 other kind of mixer exchanges. And by the time that's done, your shit is so long gone. That's how stuff's going to go. It's going to be real quick. XRP hits $1,000, boom, you might have your shit taken out, sent to tornado cash, sent to 2 or 3 other mixers, and maybe into a Monero after that. I mean, and all that shit can happen within 5 minutes. So, let me check the comments, and let's go to Hedera. Now, Hedera Hashgraph, you can also buy at Caleb and Brown. Hedera, wait, midget tossing? Oh, wait a second. Stephen Morris, they might catch Stephen Norris wearing a Speedo, throwing midgets in a dive bar. And he'll be on the 3rd floor, and he'll launch the midgets right off. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. So we got SRI one. Okay, let me check up on the comments. Let me just go through them real quick. Just if you're sitting there drinking Bacardi 151, just keep chugging it. XRP Shaman is here. Let's see. Robert Driscoll's here. Hit the fucking like button. Have a sense of purpose. Watch the show with a sense of purpose. Walk with the purpose. I was told that I was brand new in the military. It was about 2009 when I joined the Army. I was 39 years old. And I'm walking. I think I was at Fort Knox, or I forgot where it was. And I was walking. It was like when you graduate or whatever, you get a little bit of free time to buy your clothes, or well, anyhow, whatever it was. And some guy comes up, some sergeant. I don't know what level he was. He was probably about 40 years old. Where are you going to? You know, we're gonna get our pictures taken so we can send it. We're going off to Fort Snot after this. And well, why don't you act like you know where you're going? Why don't you walk with a purpose, right? Look like you know where you're going. Oh my God, you gotta love it. But it's true. That'll one day might save your life. Where's your military bearing? You gotta have a bearing. You gotta have a direction, right? I joke with that shit, but it's real. You have to. All the shit they say is true. Stephen Morris. Well, here we go. China hacking my midget tossing staff. Oh my God. That would be funny. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta stop. You guys are distracting me. All right. Robert Driscoll, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Present and accounted for Hulk. Let's see here. Yeah, old school pen and paper. All right, now just briefly, to wrap up the Caleb and Brown, you got Hedera Hashgraph. We went over this article. Right now, we don't have quantum proof stuff, okay? And I use the word stuff. That's a very sciencey name. We have an article here out of Switzerland. You have a company called Seals Q. Now, Seals Q partners with Hedera. And what's their goal? Post-quantum semiconductors. Hedera Hashgraph is working with this company. In the first paragraph, it talks about right now they've got all this stuff done, this quantum, anti-quantum hacking stuff. They're in the testing phase for the initial batch of the revolutionary quantum resistant hardware platform. It's called the QS7001. It's utilizing a flux capacitor from Back to the Future, Marty McFly. Flux capacitors involved in this. Very high-tech G17 government classified project. The Crypto Hulk, how do you know about it? That is a trick question, isn't it? And the testing phase remains on track to begin production and delivery as scheduled in 2025. Next year, I'll bet you it comes out in May. What do you think about that? Spring. How about April or May? I'll just bet you, right? The collaboration between Seals Q and Hedera through the Hashgraph Group represents a critical step forward in addressing quantum threats. Now, do you know of any other crypto that's working on this? I don't. I'm not saying there's not. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't see it in the news. And it very well could be there. I just didn't see it. What I do know is that Hedera Hashgraph that is sold by Caleb and Brown is working on quantum threats. Now, how long will that take for Ledger to implement it? I don't know. That's why there's a thing called institutional grade custody, like Fireblocks, and then there's not. Then there's what we get, retail, where we spend $100, or sometimes you can find these for $50, and we put everything into them. But then the banks and governments, they use institutional grade from Fireblocks. So just put your shit where you think you got to put it. Crypto Hulk, did you really say that? I'm talking about crypto. And you're like, oh, yeah. Okay, I was just, never mind, Crypto Hulk, never mind. Okay. Hetero boy here. Hetero boy, let me tell you. Hetero boy. Here's your next article right here. See some comments here. I think I'll be 500 max. Bob Fox. Bob Fox is like, I'm 65. I'm 65, so I hope it'll be sooner than 30 years. Well, unless you're like Jimmy Carter, you could live to 100, then you'd have 5 years to spend your money. You could buy mountains of cocaine and hookers in those 5 years, buddy. You can blow it all. Here's the next title. Tether's success sparks banks' interest in stablecoins. Okay. I'm going to get into a little something here. I'm going to speed up this article because we are at 42 minutes. So it'll be painless. Trust me. It's like taking out a tooth. Crypto Hulk, that's not painless. I guess that was a wrong analogy. I should have brought that one up. Hopefully I didn't trigger you into having an episode. What we got here is the article is kind of misleading, and then it may not also be. It's talking about Tether's success. Well, okay. Tether really hasn't had success on its own, and I'm using the word on its own because Tether's getting some help. See, just like Ethereum, right? Everybody's like, oh yeah, Ethereum, yeah, I got that, and it's worth $3,000. Okay. But now let's really look at Ethereum here, okay? All right. Is it interoperable? No. Has Ethereum like ever worked, or are they they go from proof of work to proof of stake to proof of whatever, and the globs and the bobs and the bobs, and you know what I mean? It's just and then they're having problems now with look, Ethereum's never worked. Okay. And it might always be like that annoying sibling, like brother or sister or whatever, that just keeps fucking bugging you. They never seem, they're in their 30s and they're still, can I get a loan of $500? I can't make rent this month. You know those family members. I know you're 50 years old now, but can you just like step it up? Well, I'm only making $20 at Taco Bell. I've been there 30 years. Tether is linking up with some other companies now because they just can't get it done. Okay? That's what's going on. Tether can't even on its own get verified by governments and stuff. The owner of Tether, the CEO's like, oh yeah, we don't trust the banks and we'd have to have blah, 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 blah. So Tether's on its way to being destroyed. So what Tether's going to have to do now, which they've already done, is linked up with some other companies. So it's not really Tether passing government tests. It's other companies verifying and vouching for Tether that gets it done. So Tether's like that little kid standing behind the bully, and the bully's big, and the other little kid's got a lot of money, so he bribes the bully to protect him, but he's hiding behind the big bully. That's what Tether is. It's like the little one with a lot of money. Okay. So what you're going to see Tether doing is getting behind the big giant so that it can kind of walk right behind the big giant to pass through government hurdles. So it's not that Tether's doing this on their own. No. I want you to see Tether's making some business deals so that they can be financially viable. But understand this. It can't do it on its own. Tether is like a train wreck. Whether it happens a year from now, 2 years, let me tell you, you already got Circle, which is Stellar. It runs on Stellar. And then you got the Ripple Labs stablecoin coming out. What the fuck do we need Tether for? In both Stellar, Circle, I mean, is already verified by the MiCA. You see, Circle, which is working with Tether, Circle, which is working with Stellar, already made it into the European Union. Tether didn't make it, so they're trying like, hey, can you join up with me? Because we got a garbage platform over here. It's called Tether, and we can't do it on our own. So can somebody else step in front of us and block all this government inspection so we can pass? If we link up with you, then you can just use your books to pass the government inspections for us. That's all that's going on with Tether. It's not a good platform. It sucks, okay? It's got to use somebody else to get shit done. Just like Ethereum, right? Ethereum sucks. How does Ethereum work? Well, you got Ripple with the Ethereum virtual machine sidechains. That's how Ethereum is going to work. And then you have Stellar utilizing Allbridge. That allows everything Ethereum to work on a retail basis. So Ethereum doesn't work. It's using other companies. That's the only reason Ethereum works. That's what Tether is. It's using all these other people because Tether itself is garbage, just like Ethereum. Okay, so understand that's how Tether. You'll see in the next few days, maybe a month, Tether might get certified, but it's just like that. How Ethereum works. If Ripple and Stellar were to walk away from all this virtual machine stuff with Ethereum doesn't, it'll just destroy. It's life support. Ripple and Stellar are life support to Ethereum. Now, Tether is trying to find life support from other companies so it can still live and breathe. That's all that's going on with Tether, okay? Now, in the end, it's going bye-bye, all right? Because no one's, like, you're not going to, like, we don't need an Ethereum because Cardano's got smart contracts. Stellar's got smart contracts. Ripple has smart contracts. Like, we don't need Ethereum smart contract. We don't. It's not interop. The only reason Ethereum works is because of everything else. Vitalik Buterin, look at that guy. He's like Smeagol from one of those Lord of the Rings or some shit, or I don't know what, some alien-looking dude. Like, it's not good. And that's Tether. Now, Tether, this article, this article can't talk about any innovation that Tether brings. What does the article do? It talks about all the Ripple companies. Let's go through this whole article. All I'm going to do is name names. It talks about Societe Generale, Ripple partner, or just utilizing Ripple Tech. Then we got Revolut. Revolut just hired a Standard Chartered CEO. Standard Chartered is all about Ripple. Standard Chartered uses Ripple technology, Medico, and all that. And then you got Deutsche Bank. That's a Ripple partner through KeyRock. And then we look through here. The BBVA wants to have a stablecoin. That's a Ripple partner. We can keep going. Hong Kong, massive Ripple partner. Singapore, massive Ripple partner. So we can keep going. Brazil, massive Ripple. I can keep showing all this evidence. If Tether was all that good, why is the only banks mentioned here all Ripple banks or banks that use Ripple technology? See, Ripple came out with a stablecoin. All the rest of the Ripple partners are going to be doing the same thing. Tether's desperately concerned. Let's show the evidence here. Here's this article here. Societe Generale chooses a Ripple partner to modernize banks. Here's the evidence I'm going to drop right here. Next article, Deutsche Bank, Germany's biggest bank and perhaps one of the biggest banks in Germany, you could say that, is Deutsche Bank. They're using KeyRock, which is a Ripple partner. So Deutsche Bank wants to come out with a stable coin. Are they going to pick Tether? Come on now. Circle. Look what we got for Circle. Tether is none of this. Oh, God. Let's look at Circle in the Europe era. Circle is the first global stablecoin issuer to comply with MiCA. Tether could not do it at all. So Tether's linking up with all these companies, sucking all kinds of fat D. Circle doesn't have to do this. Circle walks into Europe, gets a license just like that through MiCA, gets regulated. What does Circle do? What does Tether do? Tether gets kicked out. Tether has to go home as a loser, find 3, 4, 5 companies, try to do all kinds of do-si-do and around you go, and try to obfuscate the legal process so they can get accepted. Circle doesn't have to do all the dumb shit. See, Tether has to do all the dumb shit just to try to get licensed. Notice, Circle was the first one. And why? Because Circle's running on Stellar right here. That's why. What's Tether running on? Dumb shit. That's what's up. It'll probably get through the legal system, but with the help of like 5 other companies. So it's not really Tether. See that? Who's Circle doing all this shit with? Nobody. Circle just walks in, boom, license granted, regulation done. The article that we read starts talking about Visa involved in all the stablecoin stuff. Visa's a Ripple partner. Notice how this article, the title of the article is about how good Tether is. But you notice, look what I'm showing here. Here's Visa. They spent $925 million on Ripple technology. They bought Currency Cloud. Here's Visa again. Visa spends $250 million on Ripple technology. It's a Ripple partner called Earthport. Have you noticed in this Tether article, they don't list any achievements or any big companies that invest into Tether? None of that at all. I'm just showing you article after article. Here we go, another one. BBVA is mentioned in the Tether article, right? That's a Ripple partner right here. And that's a Ripple partner from like 5, 7 years ago. Let's take a look. 7 years ago, BBVA completes first real-time international money transfer between Europe, Mexico, and Ripple. BBVA wants a stable coin, Ripple partner. So in that Tether article, it's almost like there's nothing about Tether in the article. Everything is like Ripple. I mean, it's just very strange. At least that's what I saw. I'm not seeing anything good about Tether in that article. All I'm seeing is what I'm showing here. Bank after bank after bank. They're all Ripple banks. How's this article about Tether? I don't get it. The article talks about Hong Kong stablecoins, right? Go to the 18-second. Go to the 18-second mark. What are we looking at? Ripple Hong Kong, copyright 2014. Largest Ripple gateway in Hong Kong. Now, how does this have to do with Tether? This article about Tether is talking about all these banks, all these countries, and everything about it is Ripple. Let's look right here. Here's Singapore. The article talked about Hong Kong and Singapore looking into crypto or stablecoin regulations and all that. Well, here we go with Singapore. Ripple Singapore. Can you find that? Anything about Tether? Right there. There we go. Ripple Singapore. Gold and silver in your wallet. This is at the 2-minute and 16-second mark. Look at this one I just sent you. 2-minute, 16 seconds. And it's Ripple Singapore. And that will be the end of the Tether article on how good Tether is. But in the how good is Tether article, it lists like 8 Ripple partners who want stable coins. It doesn't show anything about Tether at all and how miraculous it is. And see what I mean? That's why I had to show that article, because that's payments. I like payments, the website payments. But God, I don't know who wrote that article. Definitely not a journalist or a reporter. So it was probably like some C student at a community college. They're probably age 20. They're at community college. They're working on getting a Associate of Arts degree or something. I sure hope they're not trying to be a reporter or a journalist, because that article sucked, actually. I have an English degree. I'm not a professional, but I have an English degree, and that was a garbage article. You're talking about how great Tether is, and you list Ripple partners all throughout that article. So how is that showing how good Tether is? See what I mean? Like, wow, somebody got paid. Somebody got paid to write that article or something. I don't know what that was. All right. One more article. Hold on. Where are we at as far as time? Okay. I got about 5 minutes. I can go over more news. Maybe, yeah, I got to keep it at 5 to 10-ish at the most. They need to fix that issue. Valley Joe, I'm definitely looking into Caleb and Brown, because I thought this damn $500 Engrave cold wallet, it's confusing as hell. Yeah, just yeah, don't lose your crypto stuff, man. Okay, here's what you can do. Put the stuff in Caleb and Brown. Figure out how to work that wallet, and then when you buy new shit, put it on the wallet. How about that? That way your current stuff is protected, and any future purchases can be on a hardware wallet. And let's just hope we don't have a quantum attack. That would be great. Like, I'm not wishing one, don't get me wrong. I still got 2 months worth of pay of my crypto on my hardware wallet. I hope it doesn't get hacked. I hope nothing gets hacked. But look, we can't go with hope. It's like we're playing a betting game, right? We have to bet. So you want to split your losses? You're going to walk away with something. Either one or the other is going to happen. Something's going to happen and you can't get your Fireblock shit, or something's going to happen and you can't get the hardware wallet. For whatever reasons, I don't know of either. I'm just splitting it up. That's all I'm doing. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, go on to the next article. Singapore. Long version. Okay, let's look into this. We got Singapore. This is from the Daily Hodl. Okay. Now, the reason I'm showing you this article about Singapore, it's important. Okay. Other channels, they have no idea about this. And this is why I'm going to get into this fundamental news. I'm going to show you what's going to happen. Singapore is terribly important. The title of the article is Singapore's Central Bank Sees Good Potential for Stable Coins to Become Widely Used Payment Instrument. Why is this important? Because I've already shown you the evidence about Ripple Singapore. Singapore is massively important to Ripple because Singapore is the arm of China. Like here's China, and then my hand, that's Singapore. Okay, China controls all that area over there. Thailand, all of them controlled by China. Okay, they're only allowed to breathe if they don't talk any shit about China. The minute they start talking shit about China, whoo-wee, it's all bad. China comes in, squashes them, takes them over. Okay, that's how it works. Taiwan, Thailand, Vietnam, all that shit. Okay, they're like little dogs on the leash. All right. Now, Singapore, the central bank, is telling you stable coins are coming, regulation. Okay, it's all going to start in Singapore, Hong Kong-ish, and then you got Europe. United States is out of the picture. We're the biggest economy. We got to let them go first because we have the biggest economy in the world. We don't want to overpass them. So, and plus there's more political structure stuff where America's done, and the richest people in the world have to make that shift out of America. Monetary Authority of Singapore says that stable coins have the potential to become a widely adopted means of payment. They're telling you right now how this is going to go down, okay? When you hear Singapore talk, that's Ripple, okay? These two are together. Ripple started in Singapore. They had the crypto exchange. They stored gold and silver. Ripple stores gold and silver in Singapore. They don't even do that in America. You see this? This article, see other channels, they don't know. We know. We know there's a Ripple Singapore government connection with Ripple, and it's called Ripple Singapore, and the logo, all that stuff's there. Ripple stores gold and silver in Singapore at a company called the Safe House. I've showed that video before. It's deep. I don't want to discuss it right now. But what we're having here is the Monetary Authority of Singapore. The government of Singapore is telling you stablecoins have immense potential, provided that regulations are in place. They're telling you right now, stablecoin regulations are coming. Notice Ripple just comes out with a stablecoin, right? All this is planned. Stablecoins have features that provide more value stability with the potential to become a widely used payment instrument. Are you hearing this? The government of Singapore, Ripple partner, think of it like this. The government of Singapore, Ripple best friend, is telling you stablecoins are going to be very widely used and we need regulation. They're telling you the future right now. This, for brand new people, you have no idea how deep this goes between Ripple and the government. It's just, whew. Ripple itself is not a company. Ripple is governments getting a payment system together to enslave the whole world. That's what this is. This is what it's talking about. Now, down below here, but I'm going to tell you the ultimate reason with Ripple Labs stablecoin. We're almost done with the show. The MAS, Monetary Authority of Singapore, also says that issuing a central bank digital currency, which is a stablecoin pegged to the nation's currency, issued by the bank, is currently not needed at this time as cashless payments are already efficient. Okay. Monetary Authority of Singapore has assessed the case for issuing a retail Singapore dollar. That means you and me kind of money, right? Is not compelling at this juncture, as electronic payments in Singapore are quite pervasive, seamless, and efficient. They're saying that stablecoin usage is taking over Look, they're telling you, oh yeah, we're not going to use a retail or government CBDC. That's bullshit. Okay, they're letting you know that that's what's going to happen. They're talking about Monetary Authority of Singapore sees good potential in stable coins, provided they are well regulated to have a high degree of stability. Now, I know that Singapore is all there with China. All these governments want their own. Here's what I think. They're not talking about it right now. It's already done. They already have a retail one made. They already have a wholesale one made. And they're going to use them, just not right now. Okay. What are they talking about? This article in Singapore is very, very stablecoin positive because it's linked. Stablecoins are pegged to a nation's currency. Where does Ripple Lab stablecoin fall into this? Here's what I believe. And once I explain it, it's pretty common. I mean, it's nothing that it's miraculous that I came up with, but look, here's how it works. In the beginning of the program, I mentioned to you about if you go into Google and type in global reserve currency, XRP popped up. And then it explained, Google explained what is XRP. Nowadays, it's all different. That Google changed all of it, okay? What XRP is, everybody knows, it's a global bridge currency. It's a bridge currency. Distinction bridge. It's not just a currency. It's a bridge currency. So think of putting gold, silver, all the securities in the world, and all this stuff on the XRP ledger for payment, because XRP is a payments currency. And then there's commodity cryptos, security cryptos, utility cryptos, currency cryptos, and that's what XRP is. XRP is a bridge. But just like with gold, you're not going to be using, here's what I believe, XRP will be a bridge for the Ripple Lab stablecoin. That's what'll be used. So you're not going to be carrying gold around. See, they want to say that Bitcoin is the store of value. No, that's so sad. These people have such low IQ. XRP, all the value in the world will be put on the ledger and tokenized. That'll drive the price. When you put all the value, stocks, bonds, derivatives, gold, silver, soybeans, wheat, this properties, all kinds of value will be put on the XRP ledger. And then you'll have XDC going on there, XLM, everything, okay, is going on the ledger on top, which will build up the value of the XRP token. That's the store of value, okay? That's the store of value, not the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, nothing's backing it. It's ridiculous, okay? XRP is the store of value. The stable coin, the Ripple Lab stablecoin, that's what you'll use because it's backed. And then, and I don't know how the dollar fits in. Maybe the XRP is used to back the dollar, so the American dollar then is backed by XRP. And the Ripple Lab stablecoin, that'll be based on the XRP. So you can use the stablecoin, Ripple Lab stablecoin, but it's backed by the United States dollar and XRP. And all the gold and everything else on the bridge currency. So we will be using the Ripple Lab stablecoin, and whatever they say, one of those is $1. I don't know the ratio stuff, but it's like you won't be using the XRP to buy shit, okay? Right now we are, but that's where the stablecoin comes in. Ripple Lab stablecoin, that's what we'll be using. And its value will come from the XRP. And that's where you're going to get, like, it's different than like a Bitcoin, nothing's backing it, right? Those people, it's going to be sad one day when Michael Saylor, wow. But okay, so that's kind of what I was looking at. We have a Ripple gateway. I'm not getting into that with, I already showed you on my short video, the secret Ripple customer list where we clicked on Singapore. Here's the Ripple website for the stablecoin. Let me click on that. No, it's not the right one. Let me just show you this Ripple Labs stablecoin page. That's what's going to give the Ripple Labs stablecoin value. It's going to be backed on the XRP ledger. Stable, transparent, trusted. Ripple US dollar. Real-time payments and easy fiat to stablecoin on and off ramps. Ripple US dollar is designed to maintain a constant value. How they can do that? They're going to it's going to be backed by XRP. That's where they're going to get the value out of this. All right, I got to get going. Yes, definitely got to get going. I will work on a PM show. I'll do some work today. Look for a PM show, maybe around 5:30. If I can put together some good articles, I will show you what I find in the news. I'll see y'all on my next broadcast.